Morning. So when we talk about scalping, a lot of people think you only scalp in the springtime, and that's not necessarily true. Well, I'm talking about warm season grasses. I'm talking about Bermuda, zoysia, centipede, a warm season grass. And warm season grasses have deep roots and they can take a lot of abuse. You probably have seen me in the past scalp with a reel mower, and that's normally what I do because you can take it down low, you can be real aggressive. But this year, since a lot of you guys don't have reel mowers, I'm going to show you some of the struggles that you'll face with scalping with regular mowers. So I've got 3 different mowers. I've got the robot mowers, which I've been doing a bunch of videos on. Go check out those videos. I've got the Egos. Now the Egos we have are the higher power Egos. They're not the low powered ones. And then I have my John Deere ride-on mower. And you'll see today, this grass is so thick, we struggle to cut it with anything. It's amazing that the robot mowers can actually cut this grass. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people think that scalping is only done at the beginning of the year. If you run into a point, and we've done this all the way through up until the summertime, if you hit a point where your lawn is looking ugly, and that happens a lot with Bermuda because the stems are brown, and every time you cut, you start to see that those brown lines sort of come out on your lawn, that's a good time to scalp it. We would do a mid-season scalp all the time. There are times where you just need to go ahead and just take everything down and just sort of jumpstart and restart it. And if you're not in a drought, if you've got good growing conditions, you can scalp at any time. So today, we'll do something a little bit different. We'll scalp with traditional equipment. But I do have some drama out of my pond. Let me show you that. I've got 2 families of geese out here, and then I have a family that doesn't have any babies, and they're chasing the other. It's just drama all around. And then, oh, by the way, if you didn't watch my video yesterday, we're planting some wild produce up in our fields, just letting it grow wild. And so John and Lizzie are coming out. We're going to be cutting this. They're going to help me cut this, but we got to go put fence up for this. I've got a 120-foot row of tomatoes we're just going to plant and let grow wild. Okay, so before I begin all this scalping stuff, I want to make a point really clear. Number 1, make sure you have the lawn guides, because we cover so much of this in the lawn guides. freelawncareguide.com. That's the Cool Season website. The Bermuda and zoysia links are at the top. There's calendars, there's product links. They've been up for over 4 years now. Over 3 million people have used them because we don't ask for your information. Nothing to download, no sign up, no email. They're up, just use them. Bookmark them though when you get there. I'm gonna warn you again, with all this crap that's going on in the world with the wars and oil and all that stuff, if you don't have your fertilizer in stock for the next 90 days, order it. Order it now. There's gonna be price increases and there'll be some shortages. So I'm just warning you, make sure after you watch this video, go get some PGF Complete, go get some DGL, whatever you need, go ahead and get it. We are in the worst drought that we've had since 2011. 15 years since we've had a drought this bad. However, the reason why we're doing all this is tomorrow and Wednesday we have rain moving in. And then after that, a few days later, we got more rain moving in. So I want to get this all scalped up because I won't be able to cut it for a while. And I'm going to put down a little bit of higher end seed out here. I might as well just go ahead and put out some seed. This is just such a mix of grass, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so anyways, that's what we're doing. Here we go. She had to stop and eat, and I'm like, we don't have time to eat, let's go. She's eating her jerky. Got the big gorilla cart. This is the 1,200 pounder. And what I told John to do is I set the speed of the Ego pretty low, and we're cutting it on a number 2. And we have a bag on it. We're picking up all the clippings, all these leaves, and then quite possibly we'll look at it and then we'll drop it down to probably a 1 and do a real hard cut on it. But this is not something you would want the robot lawnmowers to do. You just don't want to do that. You can hear even that that's a high-powered Ego. They make different they make different powers. That's the high-powered one with a dual blade on it, and even still, it'll probably struggle through here. But this is cut number 1, and I want it shorter than that. And one of the reasons being, I'm not gonna be able to cut this for several days if I've got 2 days of rain moving in. So now's a good time to go ahead and scalp it. I'll put down a little bit of PGF Complete and a little bit of seed, and then it'll be good. Then I can send the robots back out once it dries off. Unfortunately, this is all wet. Now, we talked about cutting dry grass with the robot mowers. You can hear up underneath this deck. Wait till you see the underside of this deck. It's going to be just covered. We're going to have to, I need to get him some gloves. John said something doesn't sound right with the mower. We pulled off the bag. The mulching attachment apparently was in it, but then it fell off. It was inside the bag. By the way, if you get an ego, throw this thing away. Don't even bother with it. That sounds better. This is a lot of stress on that mower, and this is the higher power version. You would not, and I repeat, you do not want to take your small robot mowers and put this kind of stress on them. They have small engines and small blades. This goes in the trash. When you have thick grass, if you have thin grass, mulching is great. So like over on this area, throwing that organic matter and those clippings back on the lawn is fantastic. When you get this thick, it doesn't work. You're just going to cause problems, especially when you're doing a transition. So we're transitioning over from annual rye and Bermuda over to mostly Bermuda. If I can bring this down real short and keep it fairly short, so the robot lawnmowers will only go down to about 1.25 inches. So when we start cutting this again, we'll drop it down and we'll keep it pretty low with the mowers, with the robots. I'm deciding whether I should get my John Deere tractor and go work on the pond front and cut it down. Man, if I drop this down to a 1, it's gonna be short. Hey, let's flip it and take a look at it. Yeah, but we get it. And see, this thing's plugging up too. It's not really wanting to throw the clippings in the bag much. Let's look inside the bag and see if it's actually picking anything up. Yeah, it is. Okay, go ahead and empty that bag. Finally. No, that's what, 1.5 passes? Yep. This is 1.5 passes. So if you don't think my lawn is the thickest lawn in the whole world, you're nuts. This is so thick. And these robot mowers are actually cutting this, and that's the crazy part. I don't know what's going to happen when we go to a 1. Matter of fact, let me go ahead. I'm going to drop it down to a 1 and do a test strip. Let me do this. Let's go ahead, move it over here, drop it down to a 1 and just do a little bit, and let's see what goes on.
You want to do it on the part that we didn't cut, or you want to do it on the part that we
on the part we already cut? But lift it up first and then set it down when you start it, because it may just ground out. And don't even use the power, walk it by hand. Yeah, no, it ain't gonna go.
It's thick.
That ain't gonna go.
Stand.
All right, bump it back up to a 2. So this is a perfect example of limitations of a mower. So what we'll do is we'll cut the whole thing on a 2, and then maybe we'll go diagonal on a 2 after that. So do it twice. Keep cleaning the bottom out, keep cleaning the bag out, and we'll do this. I think I'm gonna grab the John Deere. I'm gonna go scalp the pond front with the John Deere. Right. I think that just makes sense. So this area here is so bumpy, I'll probably scalp it with this. And I don't know how low I can take it down. John may have to come out here with the Ego and cut it down, but we got clouds already rolling in, and it's gonna start raining tomorrow, so I gotta do something. I gotta get this down low. blades sound horrible on this thing. I don't even think it's picking anything up. That ain't working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut with no bagger on it, see if I can get these clippings to dry off, and then we'll have to come back and pick them up because it's just not going in here. How many times I got to say that in my life? I have this feeling there's a bunch of old matted up grass under here. I'm trying to soak it out of here. So especially on these robot mowers, make sure you take care of them. I want you to look at my John Deere. Every time it gets used, it gets a bath. That's 7 years old. That's a 7-year-old John Deere riding lawnmower. Take care of your equipment. Follow the same routine that golf courses do. Whenever you cut, you wash. And the you go over that with a bag. I can't pick up the clippings with the John Deere. Let's test it. Now, give me a minute, we'll test it. I want to come back. I want to show them this first. So that we cut this twice on level 2. We can't do it on a 1. On a 1, the high power ego shuts down, correct?
Yep.
It just shuts off. That's the high power ego, not even the low power one. So when I talk about these robots cutting the world's thickest lawn, dude, I am not joking. Look at this. Look at that. That's crazy. So I had John go by one time this way, go this way. Looks pretty good, but so the whole purpose of this, we got 2 days of rain moving in. I'm not gonna be able to send robots or anything out. And if I don't get this under control now before all this rain comes in, it ain't gonna go. So, and then while I'm at the beach, this is what you'll be maintaining this. I'm not sending the robots out while I'm gone. And if you see any dry spots popping up, let me know and I'll run the irrigation. This area over here gets sun all day. That area has a tendency to dry out more. That's station number 2, I believe. This area over here is usually okay, but I start to get brown out here. So if you start to see this brown out some, let me know. And like I'll run that for 8 minutes in the morning and I'll run this for like 11. I'll give it extra water. Okay. So it's just after 2 o'clock. The sun came out. So the sun's been out for a couple hours now and things are drying out. So let's go to phase 3. What's phase 3? Hell, let's run the robots over it. So we've cut this twice with the egos. They can only go so low. They struggle with it. And so I figured, what the heck? Let's run the robot lawnmowers over it. Drop them down. It's not going to cut that much, but we'll see how it does. Got a lot of clippings coming out. So what I've done is I've actually slowed down the moving speed and increase my blade speed here. This thing has such a strong vacuum, vortex, air volume vacuum. It probably will lift up some of these blades and cut them even more. The Ego it just doesn't have that strong of a suction. This really does. So it'll be interesting to see how this thing works out. We'll let it run. And then on the pond front, I'm doing the same thing on the pond. So I cut it with the John Deere, and then John ran over it. John ran over it with the Ego to pick up all the clippings. So I figured, what the hell, let's run the mower over it, the robot over it. Again, now that it's drying out, it'll sort of suck up some of these blades and cut them even better, I think. Oh yeah, she's cutting. Here's one thing I have noticed with these smaller decks and these smaller robots, where a larger mower like my John Deere or something like that, because this lawn just goes like this. It's crazy undulating. And because this is a small floating deck, it really gets into those small spaces and cuts it perfectly. I mean, there's just zero scalping on this thing. So there's a scalp mark from the John Deere. That thing would never do that here, ever. But yeah, so cut with the John Deere, cut with the Ego. Now we're sending out the robots. And again, I got sun, I got dry grass, so I can send them out. That's about it, guys. It's a struggle. It really is when you got this really, really thick stuff, but scalping works.